On that theme,
being tested.
It's being tested, and you know what else is also being tested? Lunatics right now, or the people that are in the Luna world. Terra stablecoin UST and sister coin Luna cratering after the UST stablecoin lost its peg to the dollar. For more on this, let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Brad Smith. Brad, just explain to me what's going on here, because Twitter is just blowing up over this story over the last few days.
Twitter is blowing up, and the lunatics, they certainly are having quite a time tracking exactly what is taking place with Luna and Terra UST, Terra Networks UST, that is their stablecoin. And so first, I think we need to break down what staking means, and we're going to get back to the exact activity that we've seen between UST and Luna. But particularly for staking and what that is particularly, staking is where you see somebody who owns crypto, and you have to own a certain amount of a specific crypto that is able to be staked, where you see them essentially hold that on the network, not transact with it, and allow that essentially to be used as collateral to viably or add viability to that network. And so, for instance, if I went and bought Ethereum, I'd have to buy a certain amount of Ethereum. I would have to then allow that Ethereum to be able to be held on the network to act as more of a transactionary methodology, so that you can add more speed to the transactions, you can validate those transactions quicker, and that also helps add, as I said, more viability to that network itself. And so within this case, Luna is one of the most heavily staked cryptocurrencies out there. And so staking just provides the owner the opportunity to earn rewards. We heard this come up in the particular earnings call for Coinbase as well, who has also baked this into their business model. And so those rewards based on crypto that a person or an entity holds, that would essentially allow them to basically add on to their own holdings. Think of it this way. If you went and took your cash and put it in a bank, you would also, if you put it in a certain type of account, you would earn interest on that. This is one of those methodologies in staking where you would essentially have the opportunity to earn interest on the coins that you had already purchased. And that's where that brings us back to the news of the day with Luna and Terra, when you have so many people that have also invested into Luna, but have also used it as a means for staking as well.
Yeah, so I mean, that just begs the question, what does it mean for users staking Luna?
Absolutely. And so when we think about the number of people that had bought into Luna, and then the direct correlation as a companion coin that it has to what is already an algorithmic and scrutinized type of stablecoin, algorithmic stablecoins are, when you have Terra decouple from the value of the dollar, because that's what stablecoins are at the end of the day. They're supposed to essentially mirror the US dollar. And so when it decouples from that, that also sends a little bit of fear through the Luna holders who are holding on to, or the hodlers who are holding on to that Luna coin. And so if you then see a sell-off in the Luna coin as a reactionary measure, then that's also going to continue to decouple even further, because that means, as an algorithmic stablecoin, that there then needs to be more of a minting process or termination in some facets of the Luna coin in order to backfill essentially and bring the value of that UST back up to a full dollar. And that's something that the company and the network hosts have also taken to Twitter, trying to engage with the lunatics and give them some type of confidence moving forward from here. And so we'll see if they're able to ultimately couple that, but it's going to take a process to get it back to that ultimate dollar valuation.
Yeah, Brad, certainly an interesting. So, I mean, Do Kwon saying this morning that really the only path forward is to absorb the stablecoin supply so that they can try to get USD to depeg. But important to note that the other stablecoins that we've seen in this space, the big market cap ones, like, for example, USDC, they have not experienced this type of thing because the structure is different.
Exactly.
Right. So important to note as we continue to watch the story. Brad Smith, thanks so much.